Good morning, Rock Hill. Pastor Kyle here with your Monday morning sermon recap. We started our Faith at Work sermon series. It's going to be a 4-week series on how we integrate our faith into our vocations or into our work that we do day in and day out. And so kind of an overview of the series is week 1, God's design and plan for work. Week 2, how sin mars and distorts our work. Week 3, how the gospel shapes and forms and redeems the work that we do. And then finally, the last week, we'll talk about work and rest and the balances of not overworking or underworking. So yesterday, what I wanted to do was paint a picture for everybody about a biblical understanding of our work, of our vocation. And what we did is we looked at Genesis 1 and 2 and see that God created us for work, that God created the world and He created it good, but He created it to be filled by our work. This was one of the ways in which we bring glory to God, by taking the raw materials that He had fashioned and refining them and improving them, so to speak, and developing technology and beauty and art and culture and innovation and infrastructure, taking the raw materials that God had made, and just as He had ordered a garden, pushing the boundaries of that garden to the ends of the earth, that as we are to multiply and fill the earth, we're also to fill the earth with our work. And so work is designed by God. There's something innately rewarding in it. There's something subhuman about not working, and that it goes against everything in our being, that work existed before the fall of man. Now, when sin entered, it frustrates our work. It makes it toilsome, but work is innately what it means to be human in a lot of ways. We saw that work is not primarily the compensation or paycheck that I receive, but rather a contribution that I make to the greater good or the flourishing of humanity as I work to the glory of God. And so what I want you to see is that your work actually matters to God. It matters to other people, and it matters to God, and that even though sin mars much of our work and much of our existence, that the entire story of the gospel is not how God throws it away and starts over, but rather renews and restores and redeems. And so in a very hopeful way, some of our work might actually extend into the new heavens and the new earth, into the new kingdom that Jesus comes down and brings, that our work matters, and some of it might even matter for eternity. That work is far more than just a sphere in which we can share our faith, but also a contribution that we can make that has lasting and beautiful effects. And so I hope that inspires you. But next week we're going to see how sin mars and distorts our understanding so that it is frustrating, and we often try to find our identity in it. But just want to invite you back for this month-long conversation of faith and work and integrating the two, so that what we do day in and day out, we make the connections to how it matters to God and how it matters to serve His kingdom. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you again.